Good morning, everyone. We are the Group 2.
A case study on competencies for effective supervision and decision making. The Pork Barrel Fund Scandal, or PDAF in the Philippines. So, introduction to the competency. Definition. Competencies for effective supervision and decision making involve the ability of public servants to plan, organize, evaluate, and make sound judgments in implementing government programs. It emphasizes accountability, transparency, and ethical decision making. It is according to Boyatzee 2021. So the importance is these competencies are vital in ensuring efficient public service delivery and maintaining public trust. When public officials make informed and ethical decisions, it prevents corruption and ensures that government action serves citizens effectively. It is according to the World Bank 2021. Case study background, or who and what. So this is case studies about the Priority Development Assistance Fund, or PDAF, or Pork Barrel Scam. So who are the key players? We have Janet Lynn Napoles, alleged mastermind and head of fake NGOs or non-government organizations. Several Philippine senators and congressmen. They are the fund allocators. And this is Department of Budget and Management, or DBM. They are the one who are responsible to the fund, releasing the fund. They are called the Authority of DBM. Commission on Audit, or COA, agency that uncovers anomalies. And lastly, the Ombudsman filed charges against involved officials. So, what happened? So, we have a brief background to this case study. According to the International Budget Partnership in 2026, Ombudsman 2025, from 2007 to 2009, billions of pesos in PDAF were funneled to fake NGOs created by Janet Napoles. Legislators endorsed ghost projects, while weak supervision allowed funds to be released without accountability.
1. The scam Napoles masterminded a scheme where the funneled billions of pesos in priority development assistance. Napoles was convicted to multiple cases related to the scam. She was sentenced to 40 years in prison for pocketing over 100 million from Revilla's PDAF funds. Revilla himself was acquitted.
Summary 2. She was involved in money laundering, graft and corruption, sentenced to 55 years in prison for misusing 7.55 billion in PDAF allocation tied to former Davao del Sur Representative Mark Douglas Cagas. 4. The Impact Pork Barrel Scam led to the abolition the PDAF system in the Philippines and highlighted the need of transparency.
Case study background, where and when. Where, nationwide Philippines. When, misuse occurred from 2007 to 2009, however, fully exposed in 2013. In the Philippine context, the Philippine government allowed legislator discretion to allocate funds for local projects. With internal controls, political influence, and lack of oversight created an environment for fund diversion, according to the Department of Budget and Management 2016.
The analysis application or violation. This case represents a violation of effective supervision and decision-making competencies. Poor supervision, DBM, and implementing agency field to validate NGO legitimacy, International Budget Partnership 2016. Weak decision-making, legislators approve projects without due diligence or risk evaluation, Transparency International 2022. Lack of accountability, supervising officials ignored audit warnings and red flags, Supreme Court of the Philippines 2013. This failure demonstrates how the absence of supervisory and decision-making competences leads to systematic corruption and resource wastage.
So good afternoon once again. The analysis, consequences, outcomes, public trust in the government sharply declined Philippine Daily Inquirer in 2017. The Supreme Court declared PDEF unconstitutional in 2013, or the Supreme Court of the Philippines in 2013. Several senators and representatives were charged with plunder ombudsman in 2015. The impacts: negative, and there is a positive. Negative, billions lost in taxpayer money, citizens lost confidence in public institutions. And positive, triggered major reforms in transparency and auditing mechanisms.
These are the key lessons learned from the case study about pork barrel scam in the Philippines. First, strong supervision ensures public funds are used as intended. Second, sound decision-making must be guided by ethics and evidence. Third, transparency and accountability protect public resources. Fourth, oversight institutions like COA must remain independent. And lastly, public servants need regular ethics and governance training.
Good afternoon once again. So we have 5 recommendations. Number 1, strengthen internal auditing and monitoring systems in all public agencies. Second, require public posting of fund disbursement and project reports. Third, train supervisors and managers in ethical decision-making and fiscal responsibility. Fourth, enforce strict penalties for negligence and misuse of funds. Lastly, promote citizen participation in monitoring government projects. Overall, the PDEF case exposed a major failure of supervision and decision-making competencies in Philippine governance. Poor oversight, political interference, and lack of